Our Bison made history, first win in March Madness, but they're not the only ones. They're not the only ones. We have Prayer too. Prairie View A&M, they also secured their first March Madness win. Welcome back to another season of Talking March Madness. I am Miguel. This is my partner Avery. Avery, it's been a minute. How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling great. The conference tournaments that have happened have brought some teams to the dance, and this tournament I think is going to be the most exciting in the past couple of years.
Yes, indeed. I am happy for Howard Bison. HU, I gotta say it to people there, HU, they won their first game in March Madness. Congratulations to them. And their next game will be against a very tough number one seed, Michigan Wolverines. So best of luck to them. But regardless, that's a major accomplishment. Miami, Ohio, they won their first tournament win since 1999. And for those of you who don't know, Wally Zerbiak, that terrific performance in 1999. They beat SMU 89 to 79. Um, Miami, they made 16 threes in this game. Great performance by them. SMU, I gotta give them credit. They never quit. They even made a run in the second half, but Miami's three-point shooting was just too much. Prairie View A&M, like I said, first tournament win. Um, Horn led them with 25 points. They played great defense. Lehigh, they committed too many turnovers in this game. A&M, they made a lot of steals. But congratulations to these programs making history early on in March Madness.
And that's the best part of March Madness when you have these teams, whether they're getting in the tournament for the first time, that first tournament win like Howard, or just the fact that they're there, they want to make an impact. And I think that could be the story of this tournament. Like you said, defense. I think a lot of these games could have really defensive impacts going into the tournament.
Well, Avery, today is officially the start of the first round. We have a lot of games today, beginning at 12. So, just quickly mention all of your picks of today's game.
Well, the first one I have to say, my Duke Blue Devils, they play just before 3 p.m. They are, I think, the most all-around team as far as a number one. Second is probably Florida. So I look for them to win big against Siena. Another team that I think could make a really good impact is BYU and Texas. This is a Texas 11 seed with a BYU 6 seed. This game is tonight at 7:25. This could be, I think, a really interesting upset. I think the Texas Longhorns could have the opportunity. BYU is only favored by 2.5 points. I think this could be a really good test for BYU, and I think Texas could come out on top. Another thing, as you know, I'm from Florida, so I have to rep my Florida school. 11 seed South Florida, 6 seed Louisville. This game is at 1:30. Again, another game that could have an upset. South Florida would do really well to get that impact, play really good defense in order to make an impact on that. And of course, why not? Let's go ahead and mention Howard and Michigan. Howard, that 16 seed with Michigan being number one. We know that it has happened. We know that a 16 seed has beat a number one. And when a team gets on fire, when a team believes in yourself, when they have a coach, when they have their supporters, Michigan needs to be careful. Even though they're favored by a very, very wide margin, Michigan needs to be careful because when a team is hot, I I was reminded of Virginia's loss when they were a number one seed. They lost by 20 points. That was what, 3 years ago. So Michigan, I hope you're not sitting on your laurels. You are a number one seed, but it can easily be history, and you don't want to be on the other side of history. So definitely take good care of that. But those are definitely some of my picks for today, especially two upsets, two 11s beating two sixes.
So here are my picks, Avery. Ohio State over TCU, Troy over Nebraska, South Florida over Louisville, High Point over Wisconsin, Duke over Siena, McNeese over Vanderbilt, Michigan State over North Dakota State, Arkansas over Hawaii, my Tar Heels over VCU, Michigan over Howard. Like you said, dangerous game for Michigan. BYU over Texas. It could go either or. St. Mary's over Texas A&M. Illinois over Penn. St. Louis over Georgia. Gonzaga over Kennesaw State. And Houston over Idaho.
Yeah, those are some great picks, Miguel, and I'm glad you mentioned McNeese. McNeese a couple of years ago made this great run, and this school has capitalized, even though they're small, their college basketball program has embraced what happened those couple of years, and they are continuously building to getting in the tournament and also making an impact. And the fact that you have them upsetting Vanderbilt, I think could happen. And McNeese knows their history. They know, like any school, given the chance, they can take it. And trust me, we will not be surprised if we have at least two upsets just today. Just today. We're not even talking about the games on Friday. We're talking about the games just today. We're already saying there's probably going to be at least two, you know. So I think I mean these matchups every year when the bracket gets set, there's always some excitement about the bracket. And one main thing that I've noticed about the bracket, and granted, I don't want to go too into the future, especially with the games tomorrow, but every 10 versus 7 matchup is a potential upset. Every
Mhm.
single one.
Mhm.
Ladies and gentlemen, look at your brackets if there is a 10 to 7 seed. Every single 10 seed has the opportunity to be an upset. I think those are the most powerful matchups in this tournament right now. And wait till the weekend because that can absolutely change.
Yes, indeed. I couldn't agree with you more. Well, guys, those are our picks of today's first round. We will be back here tomorrow morning to give our thoughts on anything that may happen today. So, like I said, it's great to be back here for another season of Talking March Madness with my partner here, Avery. So stay tuned, guys, and let the madness begin. Let's go. Let's go.